Morning, guys. It's February 9th. It's 19 degrees here in central Indiana. I'm going to be planting some tomato seeds that I got from my Aunt Betty. I just found them in my seed box. Here's what I'm going to be planting. It's called Big Rainbow. Very nice tomatoes. I planted them in 2014 when she sent me the seed. You can see the seed packet here. It's from 2014. So we're going to test these seeds to see if they're still good. And if they sprout, that's what I'll be doing this year. What I do is I take me a barbecue skewer and I mark it about a ½ inch deep. I put a little Sharpie mark on there so I know that I can get them planted about all the same depth. Last night I used my Pro Mix. I don't put any amendments in it when I'm starting seeds. Just a straight soil mix. So I put my soil in the cups last night, and then I poured rainwater in here about a quarter inch, maybe a ½ inch up the cups. Poured it in the reservoirs, and it wicked up that moisture. So now they're good and saturated, and I can plant my seeds. So what I'll do is I'll take this barbecue skewer and I'll stick it down in there to the line, and then I'll spin it around a couple of times. So it'll be a ½ inch deep and about a ½ inch wide. Looks like I got my little buddy here. This is Glitch, if you can see him. He's interested in what we're doing. So we'll get in there and we'll stick there. Let's move that stick out of the way. So we got about a ½ inch there. Push that soil back down. So yeah, it's pretty cold outside. I can't really do anything outside yet. We're still early winter here in Indiana. But I get my stuff going. I try not to ever have to buy my vegetable plants, but sometimes you just have to. I've had things that wouldn't sprout, or they've sprouted and I've lost them for whatever the reason. So if I can save me some money, and these will certainly be saving some money because they were free, given to me by my aunt. Okay, now that I've got all of the holes, what I've done is I've separated out what seeds were left into the biggest seeds. And I always try to start my biggest seeds, and I'll just drop these down in the hole. And when you take that barbecue skewer and you wallow out the hole, you can kind of see if the seed went down in there or not. Sometimes when the seeds are so small, especially carrot seeds, it's very hard to see if your seeds ended up in the hole or not. So we'll go ahead and get all of these in the hole. And for me, I never cover up my holes until after I've got all the seeds down in there. That way I can look down in there. And that actually worked out perfect because I had 12 cups, or actually 16 cups, and I have 16 seeds left over, or 15 seeds. I think yeah, that's right. So we had just enough. So then I'll go through and look and make sure that all of my seeds went down in the holes. That I made with my barbecue skewer. I just stick it in there ½ inch. I go down to the depth of the black Sharpie mark, and then swirl it around to make that hole bigger. And you can see that seed down in there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I can't see if it's picking up online or on the video. So then I'll take my barbecue skewer and I'll just poke that dirt right back down in that hole. Try not to disturb the soil. It's already moistened up from last night. I always do my soil in my cups first. I guess you can do it either way. That's just the way I do it. I'll give them a couple of hours. Usually for these little cups, in a couple of hours, they would have wicked up all the moisture. The bigger cups, like those 32 ounces, it's usually overnight if I'm planting seeds in those. But I usually try to just put if I'm doing seedlings, start in the small cup and then transplant up. I'll go from these little cups to a 24 ouncer, and then from a 24 ouncer to a 32 ouncer, and then by that time, it's usually time to get them out in the ground. I'll just go through and pack it all down. And like I say, these are test seeds. They're from 2014. So I'm going to see if these things are still viable and if they'll sprout. And by the end of, I'll give them 6 or 8 weeks. But if 6 or 8 weeks they haven't sprouted, then I'll go to my old standby. I can a lot of my stuff in tomato sauces. So if these don't sprout, because I don't really have a lot of room outside, I'm on a small city lot and we're limited on space, then I'll try these. If my big rainbow don't sprout, I usually do these big hybrids, paste tomatoes. Now these are heirlooms and I can save the seeds from these and I won't have to buy any more seeds. But these are hybrids. I have to buy these seeds every year. And I was at Menards last week and they were on sale, and I've had these to get upwards of, I've got them on a video, up to baseball size and some almost softball size. So they do really well, and I got fresh seeds for these as a standby if my big rainbows here don't work. So there we go. These seeds come from Gurney's. They're a local Indiana company. I try to buy as local as I can when I get my seeds. I have ordered from Halls Tools. They have a good selection of seeds. But there's the big rainbow. I've grown them before. And they do actually get up to almost 2-pound tomatoes, and they have a great flavor. And they're heirlooms, and I can save the seeds. I didn't last time, but I will this time. Well, there you go. We'll see. We'll give it about a month. Maybe a month and a half, and see if these things sprout. And in a month and a half, if they don't sprout, I'll probably go ahead and do my Super Sauce Hybrid for my paste tomatoes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.